Hello everyone, this is Qiuvox. In this video I present you my Magicka Templar DPS setup for the PvE. So since the Blackwood came out, there's some variations that you can do, etc, blah blah, but what I'm going to show you is something else different and much more easier. Also for the new players and also for the players that are at the end game content, like in 1% of the players at the top. So we will start with the gear. The gear that I'm using, 2 daggers of the Medusa that gives us very crit and minor force, so you don't have to worry about the trap from the fighter's guild or the channeled acceleration from the Sijic skill line, and it pushes our crit chance very much. And 2 daggers also giving the crit from the passives as well, and we are using the 2 precise daggers, one with the flame and one with the poison. You may think, why not shock or ice damage? But there's a reason why we are using the poison, because even though we are not stem DD, but still the poison damage glyph is putting damage over time, and we will fix that way the martial damage way from the CP, so the damage will be fine. On the back bar, Milestone perfected Inferno staff with the weapon Berserker glyph and then the infused. So 1.1k spell penetration and light and heavy attacks deal 1.3k extra damage if the enemies are in the wall of elements. So 2 daggers are the Medusa, and then the Jewelry with the Bloodthirsty, and then the spell damage, necklace and the rings are the Medusa, and 1 piece of Zan for spell crit and divines with max magic. The whole armor is divines and the max magic, by the way. You can go with Slime Crow, which would be better, but for the sake of the video I just had Zan and not the Slime Crow. It is not golded out, so I just put the Zan right now, 1 piece. But put the Slime Crow instead, and put light armor. You need 7 light armor. No medium or heavy. Forget the undaunted passive, it is gone, long gone. If you are old player, you will know. So it changed. You need 7 light armor and 1 Slime Crow head, and the rest of the body, which is chest, shoulder, waist, feet and the leg, are divines, light armor with the max magicka glyph, Mother Sorrow. So you get 1k maximum magic and spell crit. So what about the hands? Or why I'm not using the legs, the harpooner walding? First of all, I don't have the DLC. The second thing is that you don't need the leg with that setup. The leg will not work. Literally, it will not work if you are running Mother Sorrow and Medusa. The legs is not gonna work for you. So instead, I put Tussin Stranglers with the divines and maximum magicka glyph. This is also the light armor, and it is giving you 1150 spell damage, and it reduces your maximum health, and it reduces the damage shield by 50%. But you don't need damage shield, they will work pretty well. So in the trial situation you will not have any problem anyways, even if you don't put any shield at all. So it doesn't nerf you. Only thing that it nerfs you is the health. You cannot run Ghastly Ball Foot, which is here, you cannot use that. Instead, you need to run Clockwork Citrus Flat, the second best food for the Magicka. Gives you 3.3k health, health recovery, maximum magic and magic recovery. So that's the food that you need to run. And the Tassians disappear if you travel, if you remove, if you die, if you crouch, or if you go invisible. So keep in mind, and in well-organized groups, don't worry about putting Tassian Strangler's hand and using it, because you are not gonna die. First of all, you are not gonna vibe at the every boss, and at phases it is gonna stack very well. And even without the buff of the Tassian, you have huge crit and you have a good damage that you will not have any problem about it. So that's the gear that I'm currently running right now, and I'm very much happy in the trial situations and all, etc. I tried, I tested out, I did the DPS test, it is alright. And let's go into the skills now. In the skills, the front bar, I'm using the Radiant Oppression, Inner Light, Solar Barrage, Purifying Light, Puncturing Sweep, and the Meteor. Instead, you may say, why the hell I'm not using the Crescent Sweep? Well, in most cases, Shooting Star is hitting very much good for some reason. Instead of the Crescent Sweep, Shooting Star hits better. But if you want to use the Crescent Sweep, I will tell you, you need to run Siroria, you need to run the new Mythic Legs, the Warding Harpooner, whatever it is, and One Piece Slime Crow. That's the way that you should run Crescent Sweep. If not, use the Shooting Star as an ultimate on the front. And on the back bar, guys, I have the Harness Magicka in case, if I need anything. If not, I put Inner Light to the back bar. And the second skill is Unstable Wall of Element, Channeled Focus for resistance, magic recovery, which is cool, and then a little bit heal that you're gonna get, but yeah, still, it is useless. And the fourth skill is the Mystic Orb and Blazing Spear, which is a huge damage. And as an ulti, I have Fury Rage, Destruction ulti. You use it after 25%. Keep in mind, you put this on after 25%, no matter what. Stop using the Shooting Star. Shooting Star from 100% to 25%. After 25, you go with the Destruction Ultimate. It deals much more damage. So another flex spot is that if you want to use the shield, put the shield and remove the Mystic Orb and put the Inner Light on, only for the DPS test. Only for the DPS test. And nothing else. Use the Mystic Orb in the trial. It is one of the best skills that deals damage in the trials, so keep that on. And the champion points. So green, I'm gonna skip. I just put some shit stuff, the food buffs, not to consume the fucking potion, or like weapon enhancement doesn't have a chance, blah blah. And on the blue one, I have 6 in blessed, because I also need to mention you. I have 1339 CP. So I just had an extra to put there. So Eldritch Insight, 260 maximum magic per stage. And then the next one, We go with quick recovery, healing taken in here. And 260 maximum stamina. And the next one, precision, 160 crit chance. And 50 to backstabber for 15% crit damage done from the back of the enemy. And then in the extended might, I have 350 offensive penetration, piercing, 40 into flawless ritual, 30 to war mage, and this is the crit point. I have battle mastery to get a more increased chance to apply martial status effects. And the second one is mighty, gives me 100 spell and physical spell and weapon damage to martial attacks, which affects poison damage. So at that point you may figure out why I did put the poison damage, because it hits the poison damage, the first tick, and then it leaves a dot on the enemy. That's why I did put the poison. Shock doesn't do that, ice doesn't do that, the magic doesn't do that. So I have flame, which does the same, first the tick and then burning effect, and the poisoning effect. So two of them has a damage over time when they proc. That's why I put the champion point into the mighty here. And the next one is 50 into the deadly aim, increase your single target attacks by 10%. Master at arms, increase your damage done with direct damage attacks by 10%. And Thaumaturge, increase your dot effects by 10%. I actually was thinking about to remove the Thaumaturge. I mean, I have a couple of skills, Elemental Blockade and Radiant Operation. I guess it also counts as damage over time, I'm not quite sure about it. And the Solar Barrage as a damage over time. But I did some tests, I did remove Thaumaturge and I did put into Fighting Finesse to increase my crit damage, because I'm also using Medusa and the Mother Sorrow and then the Zan, Slime Crow, which you will use. There is not much really huge difference in between the two. You can also use Fighting Finesse and you can also use the Thaumaturge, but it is completely up to you. Pick one, and if you want you still can do one DPS test with this one and one DPS test with this one and see which one fits perfect for you. That's the thing. So the next step is the attributes, the character, Mundus stone, etc. blah blah. So attributes is 64 into magic, and the Mundus stone is the shadow to get 17% crit damage, and as I said, Clockwork Citrus Flat for the food, max health, health recovery, max magic, magic recovery. And you can see unbuffed, I mean it is kinda buffed with the Tassian, but still 4.5, 4.6k spell damage, 73% spell crit and 6.3k spell penetration with 17k health and 33k maximum magic and 1000 magic recovery, and you have the good resistances 16k and 10k spell and physical resistance unbuffed. And you may say, oh my god, I have 17k health, how am I supposed to fucking survive, because people is playing with 28, 27, 25k health. But no, come on, don't be a noob. Like, people was playing 15k health before the champion point changes. Come on, like, be realistic. So you will not have any problem with 17k if you are thinking about it this way. It should be fine, very much fine, as long as you know what to do and where to position yourself, etc. blah blah, and you will be just fine. Let me find the dummy so I can show you the buffed stats. First of all, I will go with the spell and physical resistances. So let me put the food here, the potion. So with the rune focus only, I have 22.7k spell resistance and 16k physical resistance, which you feel like you are kind of tank. And even though if your health goes down, you can get healing. As you can see, you can get healing from that channeled focus, and you can get healing from the puncturing sweep. That's another thing. And if you are thinking about why the hell I didn't show up the red tree, well, this is classic thing. So just put the armor, put the health, and put the damage shield and the bastion and siphoning spells. So it will be useful for you. And the buffed damage and the health and the maximum magic, etc. will complete the whole buff. Drink the potion, put this on, just put this on, put this on, just light attack, and then 7100 spell damage, 78% spell crit, 19.3k max health, and 37k maximum magic that you do have, which is a crazy bonus. So those are the stats, buffed, unbuffed, and the attributes, etc. blah blah. So you may say, Qiuvox, what the hell is the rotation for that setup? Well, one of my friends called Gabriel called this rotation as a brain dead. Hi Gabriel, if you are watching this. And the rotation is pretty much simple. I will show you slowly one by one. So the first of all, the potion, channel focus, and on the back bar you will start with the destruction, and then you will move into the shooting star until 25%, keep in mind. So potion, channel focus, and then the ulti, alright, then the blockade, and then the blazing spear, and orb, bar swap. But of course, don't say, oh my god, what the hell, Qiuvox, you are forgetting. No, I'm not forgetting. After every skill, put light attack, and then animation cancel the last skill with the bar swap. Like for example, if you are sending the blazing spear here, just send on bar swap to the front bar. And when you are on the front, what you do, you put the purifying light first, yeah, and light attack, puncturing sweep, light attack, puncturing sweep, light attack, puncturing sweep, and light attack, puncturing sweep, and then light attack, solar barrage, like this, light attack, solar barrage, and bar swap. You can animation cancel that very fast, like this. If you can see, let's just let it run out for a second. Come on, last tick. Light attack, solar barrage, bar swap. So it is like that. And when you are back in here, you put blockade, light attack, blazing spear, and if your channel focus has 3-5 seconds, alright, light attack, channel focus, bar swap. And when you are on the front, light attack, purifying light, and 1 and 2 sweep, and then the 3 sweep. But the but is, if you have the ultimate, you do 3 puncturing sweep, alright, and then after this 1 light attack, drop the ulti, light attack, solar barrage, bar swap, and then blockade, and then blazing spear, and then the orb. So this is the front bar rotation as well, so as I explained with the ulti, how you supposed to do it. But on the back bar, you also need to rotate between this channeled focus and then this orb. Do not put it every time. Alright? When you come into the back bar, if you see you still have 15 seconds of the channeled focus, for example, alright? You put the blockade, blazing spear, and then the orb. And then come front, 1 purifying light, 4 puncturing sweep, alright? And light attack, solar barrage, go to back. And this time your channel focus will run out. So what you do, black wall of element, blazing spear, channel focus front. Alright? You do the same thing on the front, go back, blockade, blazing spear, and then the orb this time. Alright? So this is the very much easy rotation until 25%. And after 25%, when you reach 25%, you have 2 rotations that you have to do. The first is from 25% to 20, okay? You still keeping up the channel focus, blockade, blazing spear, and ignore the mystic orb, alright? Come front, put the purifying light, yeah, solar barrage, and 1 and 2 radiant oppression from 25 to 20%. Keep in mind, blockade, channeled focus, blazing spear on the front, purifying light, solar barrage, 1, alright, and 2 radiant oppression, go back, do the same. If channel focus is up, just put the elemental blockade, blazing spear, and on the front, purifying light, solar barrage, 2 times radiant oppression from 25 to 20%. And after 20%, what you do? You do the same thing on the back, channel focus, blockade, and blazing spear, alright? But on the front bar, when you come into the front bar, you put purifying light and 1, 2, and 3 times radiant oppression with the light attack in between. Alright? So light attack, radiant oppression, light attack, radiant oppression, light attack, radiant oppression, light attack, bar swap, this, and this on the front, purifying light, 1, 2, 3. Alright? This is the front bar.
And that's what you need to do from 20 to 10%.
And after 10%, what you are gonna do is very much simple, which is only radiant oppression, don't even light attack this time. No light attack, nothing else, just drink your potion and radiant oppression the thing until it is down, and that's your job. The highest damage that you can do with the bloodthirsty jewelry is this one. That's the rotation. So there's another thing. After 25%, each time you have the ulti, drop destruction ulti only, not the mid-air, just drop the destruction ulti. And instead, if you drop the ulti, you just minus 1 radiant oppression on the execute, only in that rotation, and this is it. There's nothing else that you are going to do with that. I will leave a link on the top right corner of the screen for DPS test that I did have before, but it is around 83k, and which is quite alright if you ask me, and enough to clear every content in the game, in the dungeons or in the trials, etc. That's very much enough damage for you to clear it out. But there's also, of course, other setups that can push or hump the fucking trial dummy with 100k damage, etc. But well, you need another setup for it, and you need the DLC, otherwise that's not gonna work. So it is still doing the same thing, just a different way. But what do you think? Leave a comment, let me know. If you like this video, click like. If you are not subscribed, now is a great time to do so. I upload brand new videos every day of the week. The best way to see them first is of course a subscription, so click subscribe. Don't forget to enable all notifications, and as always, I thank you very much for watching this video. I'm Aladdin, I'll see you next time right here on Qiuvox.